and a good evening to each and every one of you. It's J7409 Weather News, the name you know, the news you can use, and the weather cover picture for today in the thumbnail comes from Patricia Hernandez. Now, Patricia lives on Long Island in the town of Sayville. And by the way, Patricia, I could not ever get your video to work, but thank you so much for sending me the still. Now, what you guys can expect weather-wise up there, looks like you may be getting 2 to 3 inches of snow coming your way. Probably going to start out as rain Monday and end Tuesday evening as snow. And also you need to watch out for your winds because they will be picking up also, and probably by Monday night you guys are going to be having gusts of probably 28 to 30 miles per hour. So please keep that in mind. For all of you who are just tuning in, Patricia sent me this pic because it was strange. She saw the reflection as a cloud back here. It's a really neat picture, Patricia. Thank you so much for sending it. And if it's your first time here, please, in the bottom right-hand corner, click J7409, click the bell, and make sure you get every weather news, forecast, and update I put out. It'll go right to you. Okay, everybody, it's time to start paying attention as this system will develop and move off the coast, okay? I'm going to turn this on and let it run, but first I want to just run it up a few days at a time. You can see the other one finally leaving and getting out. And as this one starts, here we go. All the rain. Here it is right here. I want you to watch something right quick. See the snow up in Virginia and West Virginia and Tennessee? Where it's darker is more snow. Where it's lighter, it's not as much. But you can see this thing. Remember how these isobars were not so tightly compact? Right when it gets up right below New Jersey, it starts to get tighter. Now, I'm afraid now we might have a chance of some wind coming in. Nothing like the other storm, but enough that could do some damage, and we could have a little bit of tidal surge in places, depending on the time of the tide as it goes past your area. But I want you to pay attention here, and you can see this is like Tuesday, how it's looking like it's going and how it is more tightly compact. So that's changing some things to a great degree. Now, the low tracking northeast off the shore of New England coast toward the Canadian Maritimes, the one that's going off, could potentially produce several inches of snow and strong wind through Tuesday, the one I just showed you. Also, Wednesday, it depends on the exact track, which still remains a bit uncertain with this update I'm doing right now. Now, if it were to track a little more to the west, longer duration of snow may produce decent accumulations from upstate New York into northern New England as the upper level crosses the region. Now, some lake effect snow is also possible farther to the west, and snow may extend down along the westward facing slopes of the Appalachians. Now, as the low passes through, winds will become stronger from north-northeast and may cause a significant increase in wave heights. Therefore, storm surge and coastal flooding, all depending, like I'm telling you people, on the high and low tides, what time they go by your area is what time this system goes by. Now, as for myself, I'm going to be getting some of those gusts of winds. I'm going to have sustained winds in the teens and 20s with gusts anywhere probably from 30 to maybe 40 mile per hour gust. So that's the type of wind that we're looking at. But if it keeps on looking like it may intensify just a little more, I'll keep you informed, keep you up to date. But you are going to have some winds coming through, okay? And also, I want to tell you what else is going on. We got some more going on before I break all this down. We're going to have coming up in the next few days this front across the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast United States. It's going to combine with sufficient moisture to cause rain and thunderstorms over these areas. Like, I'm going to get rain coming in, I'm going to get the wind coming in. Now, some storms could be strong to severe, particularly for the lower Mississippi Valley. You folks pay attention through tonight. Additionally, storms are forecast to train over the same area, leading to locally high rainfall totals. Thus, there is a slight risk of flash flooding through Saturday night from eastern Arkansas through portions of Mississippi and Alabama through tonight. The rain will continue on tomorrow in the southeast as the surface low pressure system moves eastward and the front lingers across the region. Now, a surface low located over the Carolinas will begin the strengthening. It always happens here for some reason. I guess that's where the water gets warm, like I've showed you guys, and it's moving northward Sunday night and Monday. The snow is possible on Sunday night and into Monday morning from the southern Appalachians northward into the mid-Atlantic, as is expected to spread into the northeast by Monday evening. The southern Appalachians, well, you're forecast to receive 4 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow night into Monday. Additional snow is possible after Monday evening for the northeastern United States. Now, in the western part of the U.S., relatively high moisture for this time of the year is what you guys will have that lead to precipitation in California, and into the southwest, rain of up to an inch is possible, and some locally heavy rainfall could produce flooding in southern California tonight, especially over the burn scar areas. Now, farther east, the higher elevations of the southern Rockies are expecting snow. 2 to 4 inches is possible for New Mexico through Sunday evening. Now, for you guys in the mountainous areas that I've been talking about, including the cities of West Jefferson, Sparta, Boone, Tazewell, Marion, Bland, Pearisburg, Wytheville, Radford, Pulaski, Blacksburg, Independence, Whitetop, Troutdale, Volley, Galax, Floyd, Newcastle, Roanoke, Salem, Bluefield, Hinton, Hicks, and Union counties. You are under a winter weather advisory at this time. This storm could develop into a little more, or it might stay the way it is. As I'm telling you guys, it all depends on if it tracks a little further westward. We're not sure because it hasn't gotten made up off my coast. That won't happen until tomorrow night and Monday morning. Now, this is where you could have some heavy snow early Monday, and it could bring moderate to heavy snow to especially the west of the Blue Ridge area Sunday night, tomorrow night through Monday morning. Now, this winter storm watch means that there is the potential that this could happen. It don't mean it's going to, it means watch it. It very well could. Heavy snow possible, total snow accumulations 3 to 5 inches with localized higher amounts along the ridge top, where portions of southwest and west central Virginia, northwest North Carolina, and southeast West Virginia. When? From tomorrow evening through Monday afternoon. Plan on difficult travel conditions during the morning commute. So, it's looking to me like a lot of you guys are going to get rain and snow. I think that's going to be a combination. I think it'll start out as rain. I could be wrong. It could start out as snow. And it may all be snow in some places. But the 3 to 5 inch mark is probably a very good estimation of amounts at this time. Could be a little less, could be a whole lot more if it tracks a little further to the west. I got a whole lot I need to show you guys and a little bit of time to do it in, but I'm going to concentrate on Monday through Tuesday, early Wednesday morning for the most part. What we're looking at now is this evening. We'll go on up to Sunday around 10 a.m. We'll hit tomorrow morning. We can see the rain coming up from the Gulfs, moving on across at this time. We'll get up to around midnight. There's where the snow starts, okay? You see it starting to move in here. All the rest is rain. We got snow in Kentucky. I don't know what this amount's looking like now. Let's check it out on this. Just a dusting. That's it, just a dusting. I think they're putting these precautions out simply because it's so hard you can't, the models will not agree, okay? I think that's why they're putting these warnings out, because it could very well turn into more of a much worser situation. As of now, I'm still teeter-tottering. I'm not saying it's going to be a big blowout. I am going to say your wind is going to pick up all up and down this coast, starting here in North Carolina from my house all the way up to New York and Maine, Boston, Massachusetts, Delaware, New Jersey. But I don't think your wind should pick up. They should stay somewhere with the wind gusts between 35, 40 miles per hour. And once again, I want to stress this to you. The tide, the time of high tide and low tide, when the storm goes past you, will either suck your water away or put storm surge in if it's high tide. So you've got to keep that in mind. We'll move up to 3 p.m. Monday, and we can see now here's when all the snow's coming in from late Sunday right on through mostly all day long Monday. Right now, I do want to check the wind right quick, see what the winds are looking like, if it will go over there. Here we go. My wind has eased up a tad. Let's move on up to around 8 p.m. Monday. You can see where the winds, now they're picking back up again as it's whipping back around. Just like a hurricane works, folks, or a tropical storm. When it whips back around, we get the backside and we get the worst of the wind, the rain, the snow, whatever the system is bringing in. So at this time, we're looking probably not too awful bad. We'll see what they are right here off my coast. 33 miles per hour. That's sustained for me. That's not gust, okay? And we will move it up a little bit here to 6 a.m. Tuesday as it moves on up, and then we can see you guys are going to get it again down from Boston, a little bit along Island, Providence, Town, Rhode Island, right in this area. Let's check it out for the most part and see what the winds would be if it will let it. 52 miles per hour. Do you see that? Baboosh. So please, come on guys, things are changing. Be prepared, okay? I wanted to bring that up to you. Make sure you know about the wind and the high tides if you're anywhere in these areas right in here. May have a little bit of storm surge, may not, but I want to give you fair warning if it happens, because it could. On Tuesday around 7 a.m., it's looking like you can still see how tightly compact the isobars are still at this point, but it's looking like the center, the main frame of the storm is well off the coast, getting the backside of the precipitation, which is snow, up in these areas. So we'll go to around 5 p.m. Tuesday. You guys are getting the breakdown in here and everywhere really, because the snow is so much lighter. It's not coming down bad at all. It's so much lighter, and you actually have wet snow mixed with rain up around the main coast coming in. So we will hit Wednesday morning around 4 a.m. Will it be out of here? No. Maine, still parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, light snow. Maine getting a little more all the way over into the areas here as we see. You guys still getting snow. So at 12 p.m. Wednesday, this is what it's looking like. The worst should be over. We will check the wind right now, if we can get the wind going on right quickly. Here we go. You can see the wind now up in these areas going on up, headed towards Nova Scotia, and the winds right off of the coast have died down some. Still a little brisky right up in this area. We'll check and we'll see what some of your wind gusts around New Jersey would be in that area, around 24, but it will have calmed down quite a bit. Here's what the clouds are looking like for all of the sky watchers in the U.S. right now. This is around 11 p.m. tonight. You got the deal, you know the drill. Where you see the white, it's cloudy. Where it's brown, it's clear. Okay, we'll move on up to around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll go to 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. You can see where the clouds are beginning to roll on in kind of thick now. We'll go to 10 p.m. Sunday evening. And let's hop on over to Monday around 3 a.m. There you have it. Of course, it should be getting cloudier in a lot of places, and that's what it's doing by Monday afternoon. As you can see, all up and down from Maine through South Carolina and parts of Florida. You will get some rain, but not enough to do you a whole lot of good if you're actually needing some. That's what it's looking like to me right now. And we will hop on over to Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. You see as the clouds are moving across. So, cold temperatures up in the New England area. Very cold temperatures you guys are going to have. The wind's going to pick up. Maybe some storm surge, depending on where this track of this storm goes when it finally forms off of my coast. It won't matter too much about if the modules agree then or not, because we'll be able to see it. We'll know what's going on. So, if you got a chance of this snow, it could be a little less, it could be a little more. Everybody will have a chance of the wind picking up. Not that it's going to be like it was in, I think it was nor'easter before last, but you do have that chance of storm surge. We have to watch and see if it tracks more westward. If it goes more eastward out to sea, everybody's going to be a whole lot better off. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing this video and this information to help me keep others safe. It means so much to me. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks for the upvotes, the comments. I've grown to feel like I know each and every one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything you do for me. Be safe. Be blessed. Keep your eyes on the sky and everything around you. And much peace, love, and kindness to all.